Hello everybody, welcome back to Elder 5. Today, as promised in the earlier video, I'm going to teach you about, you guessed it, liquid fuel engines. So, before we get too carried away, let's jump in. So, this is my VAB, I'll go click on it. So remember, in the earlier video, we created a small hopper which could hop small distances. So we could hop small heights. So today we'll be doing a few other things with liquid fuel. First, let's grab our Mark 1 command pod. We can zoom in using shift and a scroll wheel. You can scroll up and down using only the scroll wheel, and you can pan while right click and holding the mouse. So let's create a liquid fuel version of what we created in the earlier video. So we'll grab into fuel tanks, and we will grab an FT400 fuel tank or an FT200, it's your choice. But a small liquid fuel engine will not be able to even lift it off the ground. So our hopper is going to become a lot much larger. If you're clicking something, press delete to delete it, of course. So you're going to add more than one tank. So we'll add 3 maybe. Then below it, go to engines where you found the SRB. Then you'll see something called LVT45 swivel liquid fuel engine. We can grab that and place it down. There's also one more thing I wanted to introduce you to. So you can just separate this and then leave the crew module. If you go to coupling, you might find these things called decouplers. Basically, it will detach a part of the spacecraft. So okay, this is a bit too big. Yeah, perfect. So the decoupler arrow should be pointing up. So this crew capsule will detach upwards, and this booster will fall down. You can also see that the decoupler added a stage in the staging stack. Now we'll add our own safety parachute. Poof. At least it worked like last time. Unlike last time. And then we set this back to 0.2. So it's not exactly to the right. Our altitude, we can be a little bit lower. Then we can use the symmetry, just like we did last time. Go to aerodynamics and grab basic fins. We'll grab another set and put them over here. And that's our small liquid fuel hopper done. Let's launch it. So it's a very small hopper. So if you press and hold shift, you see there's a small marker that's going up and down. I press shift is to increase your throttle. The marker that's going up and down is the throttle. CTRL is to decrease it. And if you press Z, it will directly max it out. Press X and it will cut off your engine. Let's press spacebar. Okay, another staging stack issue. So we can quickly revert to VAB. This is once again only 2-stage thing. So first we want this engine to start, and yeah. And the decoupler and the parachute will work at the same time, so that we don't have to decouple while the parachute is still open, or vice versa. Anyways, let's wait, and here we go. Keep your throttle at 0, then press the space bar. You should hear that sound. Then slowly max out your throttle, and then press A to go to the right. Don't fully max it out though. Use SAS also, I recommend. And keep us digit this side. Now, as you can see, we're going much much higher than you need to. So let's quickly press X. And our crew capsule should fall. Our booster will fall to the ground and have a not so safe descent. But Valentina Kerman is fine. So this booster is going to fall away. It's being stable because there's stabilizing fins on it. It's not very stable though. And we're going to meet a very exploding doom. We don't need to worry about that, as Valentina Kerman is safe, and that's the most important thing. And we can just wait. Come on, land, 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 land. Yeah, it's really useless being impatient. Valentina had a safe descent, and we can revert. Let's revert to the VAB and change some things up. So now we have our basic craft. Sorry. Let's zoom in and then just take a small look at everything. This is there. So I'm going to keep it as a truss mount, but you can normally come in a shroud. So now let's. In fact, you can change anything you want. You can switch up the engine. You can switch up the fuel tank also, but don't go crazy. Only use one of these 4 fuel tanks. You can only use the T400, T200, T100 or T800. You can use either one of those 4. And then you can put either a swivel engine, you put either a light engine or a swivel engine. It's your choice. But after you're done with your customization, let's go for launch. This time, we're going to try a very small challenge. We're not going to use the parachute to land Valentina Kerman. Put SAS on. And send her up. And do not touch any of the controls except shift and CTR. Then go a little bit high. Then press X. Then you can slow it. Then try to land Valentina Kerman using only the engine. So start throttling. Throttle a bit more. We'll maintain this throttle. Then throttle here. Then maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe even more. A little bit less. A little bit less. No, we don't want to go up. This is one thing you want to avoid. Going up. Then we're going to keep it around this marker. A little bit more. Okay. Don't move. And yeah, we've landed Valentina Kerman. If you want, you can have another go. Keep practicing this because it'll come handy in future missions. But not very soon though, sadly. So now these are little hops. You don't have to necessarily use your parachute all the time. This is very important if you're going to land in other celestial bodies, which you eventually will be doing. And in case an emergency like this happens, and you just nothing happened over there. So we will revert. We'll revert to the VAB for now. So this is our liquid fuel version of our hopper that we have created in the first video. And that's it. I hope you learned about liquid fuel. But the next video, I'm going to teach you how to maintain a suborbital using this craft. So before you exit this tutorial, you should probably go check it out. Press wait, sorry. You have to press save. We can put default and we can save it. Give it a name. And just keep mine as hop. That's it. Oh yeah, sorry, messed it up. Hop. I'm just going to keep it as hop. If you press these are my older crafts, so you don't need to. So we're just going to quickly, so, and then we're going to cancel it, and then I guess that concludes our liquid fuel learning. In the next video, I'm going to teach you how to maintain a suborbital and get Valentine and Kermit alive using this craft. So just because this craft is just a tiny one doesn't mean it can really get big hops, and you're going to breach the atmosphere. That's it for now. Bye bye.